Yo, what's good, combo crew? It's the one only combo Zaire. I catch you another super hot fire banger, man. And today I'll be showing you how to create the best 6'8 Demigod beast build in NBA 2K24 Next Gen. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We're on the way to 1,000 subscribers right now. The time it's recording, we're currently at like 313 subscribers, so I really appreciate you guys a lot. And now let's teach you how to create the best 6'8 build in NBA 2K24. And for the hand, I'm going to go with the right hand because I'm right-handed in real life, and in 2K, I prefer to use the right hand because it makes it easier for me to shoot in the game. But you can go with the left or right hand. This does not affect your build at all. And for the jersey number, I'm going to go with number 24 because number 24, that's Kobe Bryant's number, and Kobe Bryant is a really good player. He's one of the best players of all time. So, and also number 24 looks cool. So I want to wear number 24 for this player, but you can pick whatever jersey number you want. This also does not affect your build. So you can basically pick anything for this part of the build. And now let's get into the position and body settings. And for the position, you're going to go with point guard because that's the best position for this build. You're going to be a 6'8 point guard and literally able to do everything at a high level too. So you're going to go with point guard position. And for the height, you're going to go with a 6'8 height because obviously you want to be super tall and also be able to do everything. So we're going to go with 6'8. And for the weight, we're going to go with 185 pounds. That's pretty skinny, but for this build, we don't need to have a weight because we're not going to put a lot of strength on this build. So we're going to go with 185 pounds. And for the wingspan, we're going to max it out all the way to 7'5", and we're still going to be able to shoot, literally dunk on people, and play good defense. You can probably, if you're good, you can guard every position on the court. So I definitely recommend you make this build if you want to be the best player on the court. So go with a 7'5" wingspan. That really helps your defense, and also you just have long arms, so you can. It looks better when you dunk on people and when you shoot over people. So definitely go with a max wingspan. Go with a 7'5" wingspan. And now let's get into the attributes. And for the finishing, for the close shot, go with a 56 close shot because for this build we're not gonna need like a super high close shot since even though we're 6'8". For this build, we're just like we can do everything, but these are like not important to the build. The close shot and the driving layup for this build is not actually as important this time. But with a 70 driving layup, you can still do a lot of good layups. You can still time your shots. I wouldn't go anything below 70. But that's just my personal preference. You can always change the build to how you like. This is just how I play. So you can go with a 70, you can go with a 60 or below, or 70 and below. And for a close shot, go with a 56. I wouldn't put it any higher because I'm not a big man, so I won't be doing a lot of close shots. But if you want to put a close shot up because that's how you play, then definitely do that because this is all about like how you play and stuff. So go with a 56 close shot and a 70 driving layup. And for the driving dunk, go with an 89 driving dunk because you get all the pro contact dunks in the game. And for the standing dunk, go with a 35 standing dunk because even though we're 6'8", I don't really need to dunk like the standing dunks that much because we already got contact dunks. So go with a 35. You can also, like I said, you can also up the standing dunk if you want because that's how I play. So go with a 35 standing dunk if you want to just copy the exact build. And for the post control, I'm gonna go with a 25. I know some people put it really high so you can get cold and pluckable. But for me, I don't really need really high post control. I already have silver unpluckable, and I'm a dribbler, so I can dribble. So I'm not gonna need that high of a unpluckable, but unpluckable is really good this year because steals are pretty overpowered again this year. So that's why people put it really high, the post control really high. So you can always put that really high if you want. So, but for me, I'm gonna go with a 25 post control. And this is what you want to go for the finishing. Like I said, you can always change it up to how you play and how you want it. But for me, this is what I'm gonna go with. So this is what you want to go for the finishing. And now let's get into the shooting. And for the shooting, for the mid-range, I'm gonna go with an 86 mid-range because actually I never go with a really high mid-range, but I just learned that for the jump shot that I want to use, which is J.R. Smith. It's on TikTok. If you have TikTok, there's a J.R. Smith jump shot that I really want to use, and I don't really need to have like an 86 3-pointer because that's the requirement. So I just put my mid-range shot up. And also, I want to learn how to shoot mid-ranges because a lot of people don't do it. They just do dribble moves and then shoot a 3. But I want to learn how to actually create good shots. So I'm going to go with an 86 mid-range so I can get the jump shot I want. And for the 3-pointer, I'm going to go with a 78. That's still really good for a 6'8 point guard who can literally do everything. So with a 78 3-pointer, you can still hit your shots, especially with sharp takeover. So go with a 78 3-pointer. And for the free throw, I always go with a 70, but I didn't have enough attribute points to put it to a 70. So I went with a 64, but it's still good. I can still hit my free throws with a 64. So you can always change the shooting how you want. You can put the 3-pointer a little bit higher and take the mid-range down. But for me, I'm going to go with an 86 mid-range and a 78 3-pointer and a 64 free throw. So this is what you want to go for the shooting. And now let's get into the playmaking. And for the playmaking, for the pass accuracy, I'm going to go with a 75 pass accuracy because you can get the Ja Morant pass style, which is a pretty good pass style for a 75. Most people, when they want to be a good playmaker, they put their pass accuracy to 187 so they can get the bailout badge. But I don't need the bailout badge because even I'm gonna be honest, I don't really pass that much. But I still want to be able to pass when I'm like getting double teamed or I'm just not open and I can find my open man and they can hit the shot. So I'm gonna go with a 75 pass accuracy, which is really good. I wouldn't go anything below 75, but that's just my personal preference. If you're gonna play ones with this build, then definitely lower the pass accuracy. But if you're gonna play any other game mode like 2s or 3s or even 5s, definitely have at least a 75 pass accuracy so you can pass to your teammates. But if you're gonna play ones, don't go anything above 75 pass accuracy because you don't need it. So that's what you want to go for the pass accuracy. And for the ball handle and speed with ball, I'm going to go with an 85 ball handle and a 75 speed with ball because I want to be able to dribble. And with an 85 ball handle and 75 speed with ball, you can get some of the best animations for that attributes. Originally with this build, I was actually going to make a 6'6 build, but I want to change it up and start and be different from everybody else because everybody has a 6'6 build, and I want to be really tall and also be able to do everything. So I went down with my ball handle because 6'8" cannot get a 93 ball handle. So I went with an 85, which is still really good. You can still cook people, you can still bang people's ankles with an 85 ball handle. And for a 75 speed ball can get you the Magic Johnson dribble style, which is one of the best in the game. So definitely copy these playmaking attributes if you want to be able to dribble and stuff. And now let's get into the defense. And for the defense, for the interior defense, I'm going to go with a 67 interior defense because if you go anything under a 67 interior defense, it will take down my block, which I don't want. I want to have goal chase down artist, which is one of the best badges for defense in a game. So I'm going to go with 67 interior defense. And for the perimeter defense, go with an 89 perimeter defense because you're still going to be able to clamp up literally anybody on the court. You have a really long wingspan and you're 6'8", and you're a point guard, so you're definitely going to be able to guard most of the positions, maybe except for like center because most of the centers are really tall. But if they're like kind of similar to your height, then you're definitely going to be able to lock them up. So definitely go with an 89 perimeter defense. And for the steal, I'm going to go with a 72. For me, I don't need that high of a steal because I can still be able to get steals. So I'm going to go with a 72 steal. And for the block, I want to go with 87 block so I can get goal chase down artist, which is one of the best badges in the game. So I'm going to go with a 87 block. And for the offensive rebound, I'm going with a 25 because I'm not going to be able to grab rebounds because that's just not what I'm going to do because I'm probably going to have a center on my team who can grab rebounds. So I'm going to go with a 25 offensive rebound and a 44 defensive rebound. And this is what you want to go for the defense. And now let's get into the physicals. And for the physicals, for the speed and acceleration, I'm going to go with an 81 speed and a 78 acceleration because acceleration actually doesn't matter this year. It was proven by 2K Labs and all the other YouTubers and stuff that acceleration does not actually matter this year. I still want to have, because if they fix that, I still want to have at least a decently high acceleration. So I just maxed it out to a 78. Most people would probably go with like a 75 acceleration and a higher speed, but since I'm 6'8", we can't really do that because we're 6'8", and 6'8" shouldn't be like the De'Aaron Fox speed. So obviously I understand that. So we're definitely gonna try to max out our speed acceleration. And for the speed acceleration, go with an 81 speed and a 78 acceleration, because I want to max it out to the highest it can go, because obviously 68 shouldn't be as fast as De'Aaron Fox, but it should definitely still be able to move around the court and not have like a 25 speed. So go with an 81 speed and a 78 acceleration. Acceleration does not matter this year. Until they fix that, it would actually not matter. So you can go with a lower acceleration, but for me, I just want to max it out to a 78. So I'm gonna go with that. And for the strength, I'm gonna go with a 50 strength so I can get clamps on silver, because we don't have enough attribute points to make it gold, because you need a 93 perimeter defense for gold clamps and a 55 strength for gold clamps. So I just put it down to a 50. That's not horrible. It's not like a 25 strength, but it's definitely not the best, because Bully is actually really good this year, or Bulldozer is really good this year. Strength really does matter this year, but for me it really doesn't, because I'm not gonna be like bullying people out the way, obviously, because I have a 50 strength, but still that's not how I'm gonna play. I put that on my other build, and I do get a lot of animations for bully, but for this build I don't want that. I want to be able to do everything else. So I'm gonna go with a 50 strength. And for the vertical, I'm going to go with an 80 vertical, so I can actually be able to get more rebounds and stuff. And I also needed that for chase down artist. You need to have an 80 vertical to get the gold chase down artist. So go with an 80 vertical so you can get that badge on gold. And for the stamina, as always, we go with a 99 stamina, because you don't want an inhaler. Every 25 seconds we dribble the ball, and every time we run down the court, we don't want to have an inhaler. So definitely go with a 99 stamina. And this is what you want to go for all the attributes. And now let's get into the outro. And as you see, we have built a 2-way 3-level threat. We're literally in the name, it says that we can do everything. A 3-level threat means it can do everything on all levels. And we're 2-way, so that means we play defense and we shoot and we can do everything. We're a 3-level threat and we're 2-way. That's kind of crazy. So definitely make this build if you want to have this cool name, and if you want to just be the best on the court. Where our comparisons are Drew Holiday, Tyrese Halliburton, and Lonzo Ball. These are all really good comparisons. Drew Holiday is a really good defender. Tyrese Halliburton is a really good playmaker and shooter. And Lonzo Ball is a really good shooter, defender, and playmaker. Even though he's been injured, he's still definitely really good at shooting, playmaking, and defending. So definitely make this build if you want to be the best on the court. And make sure you get to 500 subscribers by the end of 2023. And thank you guys for watching. And I'm out, man. Peace.